coast, you can feel the breeze, mindful of ghostly tales washing up on the beach. Dollie is the believer, but Ste, he don't believe. Together they investigate.
Paranormal by the Sea.
Paranormal by the Sea. Is there really ghosts, or is it all just fantasy? Dollie is on a mission, she has something to prove. Ste is a true skeptic, together they're unmoved. Paranormal by the Sea. Paranormal by the Sea. Paranormal by the Sea.
Paranormal by the Sea.
Dollie stands her ground, so strong and so brave. Ste, being the skeptic, is so quick to run away. Debunk those jump scare sounds when there is truth it's all around. If Dollie can't debunk it, she is backed up by Ste. If he can't debunk it, they ask the community. If the community can't debunk it, and they all agree, bringing in the evidence.
Paranormal by the Sea.
Paranormal by the Sea. Paranormal by the Sea.
Paranormal by the Sea.
Paranormal by the Sea. Is there really ghosts, or is it all just fantasy? Dollie is on a mission, she has something to prove. Ste is a true skeptic, together they're unmoved. Paranormal by the Sea. Paranormal by the Sea. Paranormal by the Sea. Paranormal by the Sea.
Paranormal by the Sea. I just love that song. I really do love that song. So Wisdom, if you're watching, thank you so much, because that song is constantly in my head. Is it yours?
It is. When I'm at work, it's in my head. When I'm at home, it's in my head.
Literally.
It's doing my nothing.
There we go. Look, Wisdom's in. It's just constantly in my head, and I keep singing it and singing it. And I'm going to master it one day and get really good at it, and then just sing it. But anyway, hello everybody. I hope you're all doing very well, and we're just going to do some personal shout outs. So, Ste, hit it.
Let me get to the top. So, good evening to the Paranormal Hub Worldwide.
A good evening to Pomp. Hello.
Good evening, Cheza.
Hi, Cheza. Sorry, who else we got there? Good evening, Pauline, my darling. How are you, babes?
Good evening, John Boy.
Good evening, Julia, darling. How are you? Hello.
Good evening.
That's not even a heart. It's like a spider thing.
Good evening, Mystique.
Good evening. Good evening to John Boy. How you doing? Sorry, we'll get there.
Good evening, Simply Spooky.
Good evening, darling. Good evening to... I saw someone
Good
else.
evening, Claire.
Good evening, darling. How are you? Good evening, Max. How are you, my lovely?
Good evening, John.
Hi, John. How are you? Haven't missed anyone, have we?
No, just going down.
Good evening, Elaine. How are you?
Good evening, Barbara the Alien.
Hello. How are you?
Good evening, Loris.
Good evening, Loris. How are you, my lovely?
God, he keeps going.
Good evening, Mike James. I just saw him fly up there.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, my love. How are you?
Good evening, Angela.
Hello.
Good evening, Justin.
Paramonkey. I can't say it. I still can't say it, Justin. It's a mouthful for me, okay? But I will get there, I promise. It's just
Paranormal Monkey Podcast.
Yeah, I can't tell them. So, hi, Justin. How are you?
Good evening, Mystic John Paranormal.
Good evening. How are you? We said hello to John Raven.
Yeah. Good evening, Roger.
Hello, Roger. How are you?
Good evening, Wisdom, and thank you for the fabulous song. It's
Love
getting
it.
in my head all the time.
Love it. If we have missed anybody, we're really sorry. So hello everybody. How are you all doing, my lovelies? Hope you're all well. Hello to anybody that's at home that's watching us. Hello.
Before we start, we just want to say thank you for Cheza for gifting memberships.
Thank you so much. It honestly means a lot to us. Thank you.
And thank you for the £2 gifted. And no, I am not preggers. Although I've been eating a bit too much, but no, I'm not. And thank you for the Paranormal Hub Worldwide for the 10 gifted memberships. We really appreciate it.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. Honestly, it really means a lot to us. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody. Your support honestly does really mean a lot to us. Because thanks to you guys, we can go out and do this.
So I'm going to pass it over to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pass me the mic, Ste. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, first of all, hope everyone's doing well. I know what you're all here for. You're all here for the big reveal, exciting news. But before we get into that, we just want to talk a little bit about Steve's solo, because obviously he's got a solo mission and he has gone out, right? And he has filmed it. But there is a but, guys. We are sorry about this. He did get
Got caught
told to leave. Yeah, so he couldn't do it. He got in the place, he went to film, and unfortunately he had to leave. So he is going to find somewhere else to do. And it's such a shame, this place, because this place was actually reported to have a haunting.
On the second floor.
On the second floor. So it's such a shame that he actually couldn't do it, because it would have been perfect for him to go in the dark with a haunting, only armed with his camera and his light. So it's such a shame that he couldn't do it. And I wasn't going with him either, so I wouldn't be in the car with him. I would have been sat at home. He'd have drove to the destination and got in there all by himself. And it's just such a shame that it didn't work out, but it is what it is, and things do happen. As you know, guys, things happen. We've tried 12 locations before and not getting any. So, but don't worry, this is definitely going to happen. We just need to find a new location for Steve, that's all.
I do have a location in mind. I do want to try and find another care home.
I do like care homes, Steve. I do like a care home. I do like care. But I'm really looking forward to doing something like a theatre.
Yeah,
that's on my list. I want to do a theatre. You hear so many stories about theatres, about people sitting in the audience that aren't really there. People that have worked there that have come back to, perform one last show and stuff like that. So I really do want to do a theatre. I think that'll be amazing. Hello, Lee. How are you, my love?
Good evening, Danny boy. I saw Danny.
I saw Jay Smith as well. Hello.
And Dean Bailey. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon. I mean, good evening. And good evening, Purple Ronnie.
Good evening. How are you all? Hope you're all doing really well.
Oh, look at John. I bet he sat round the corner and said, "Oh dear, I can't get in."
Didn't think of that, John.
You've got me sus, John. No, I can assure you I went in. It was a bit of a squeeze to get in because I kind of had to...
He come back full. Put it this way, he come back completely muddy.
Put it this way, there's like these metal gates. Do you know the metal gates that go around schools? There was like a hole that I had to kind of crawl under backwards.
It was open, it's just that you got stuck on the floor bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
But it happens, it does happen. So, but we are gonna... The funny thing is, like, you was really nervous to do it and then you hyped yourself up and then... that happened. So I
was buzzing when I got there. It was just...
And the funny thing is, like, they were so kind to you as well. They're like, just, "Can you leave, please?" Yeah,
that's what I was doing. I just told them and they just said if you could go because it's, not meant to be in here.
It's what it is. It happens, doesn't it? It does happen. But we have got a video being released on Sunday. Actually, that's all been done. It's all edited. It's ready to go. And it's going to be released Sunday at 9 p.m. That is an interesting one.
We have a bit of a disagreement, don't we?
We always disagree in our videos. We're always rowing, Steve, so it's going to be nothing new to these people. We're always having a row. But yeah, no, it's a really interesting one, actually. Can't say too much. Did we get evidence? Yes, we did. You, on the other hand, skeptical. So, but yeah, no, it's a very, very interesting one, this one. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't want to say too much because I don't want you guys to know where we went. So, but we will update you guys anyway in the community YouTube posts, and we'll put some pictures up of where we went. And yeah, so that's something to look forward to, guys. Is anybody talking to us? I don't want to miss anybody in the chat, so I don't want to feel like I'm being rude to anybody.
Good evening, E-Tron. Good evening, Susan Creed.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, SR Spookfest. Good evening, Jamie Watson.
I think you've already said that now.
And I think there's no one else that's come in.
Good evening to everybody that's just joined us, that's at home watching us as well. Good evening. Hello. And I've got to stop doing this because this isn't even a heart. I don't know what this is.
It's a dodgy heart.
It's like, like a spider heart. I need to... How you do it? Maybe? I don't know.
We've got a question from Cheza. Let me just put it up on the screen. Cheza said, "Are we going to see the return of the deep dives into serial..." Not sure if I can say that word, so I won't.
Okay, that's a really good question. And that question will be answered just a little bit later on, if you get what I mean. I don't want to say too much without giving it all away?
You got a couple of things that you want to bring to the channel, don't you? Little side pieces.
Yeah, but that will be spoke about soon. But yeah, I'll be discussing that soon, Shazza. Don't you worry.
Oh,
Do you know what though? When I did Jack the Ripper, I really enjoyed it, and I think that was probably the most talked about live we've ever done. I must admit, I had a lot of good feedback about that live, and a lot of people were saying how well, like, they really enjoyed the live. They liked the deep dive of it, the history of it. They liked all the different theories about it, and people really did enjoy it. And I think it was such a good conversation.
Yeah.
Flower? Would you say conversation flower?
Well, it got everyone talking about.
Yeah, it was a good conversation talker. Now, what I'm trying to say?
Topic.
It was a good topic to talk about. That's it.
Before we lose this, we just got a question from Staffordshire. Good evening, James and Rianne. And James or Rianne said, "Are you guys close to the Jeremy Bamber farmhouse or the Essex Boys Lane?"
We've been to the Essex Boys Lane, haven't we?
Yeah, we're probably
at the beginning of our journey. That's one of the places we went to. But you can't actually go to the specific location because it's private now.
Yes, it's barricaded off pretty much by like a farm gate.
Where the precise location was, what happened to them, it's actually, you can't get there. But the lane is, we know exactly where the lane is and stuff like that. But you couldn't conduct an investigation there because where it actually happened, it's all private now. So you couldn't. But funny you should say that. That is, the Essex Boys is such an interesting story. It's not just a story, it really happened, but it's so interesting.
And I love all of the films.
Yeah, he loves the films. He's obsessed with the films, but you also have watched so many documentaries.
Oh, I watched all the documentaries of everyone's theories, and you know, everyone has their own theories.
We've actually been to their burial site as well, haven't we?
The burial site's literally not that far from where we are.
Yeah, so we've actually been to their burial site. So, but the Jeremy Bamber, which is, am I right in saying he was the...
They did a documentary on
yes, give me 2 seconds. White House Farm.
Yeah, White House Farm, isn't it?
Unfortunately, that's not there anymore. White House Farm is gone. I believe it's a car lot now.
It's gone, yeah. It's
car lot now.
Else
I think
now,
it's, something else now. I think it's a car lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or there's cars on it or something, I can't remember. But yeah, no, unfortunately, it's gone. I'd love to have investigated though. But again, another very interesting case, I think. A very interesting case.
Good evening, Julie.
But thank you for the question, James and Rianne.
Just scroll down. Question. Pomp said, this is a question for me. Let me know where Dolly is doing her individual and I will go and hide. Proper scatter her out.
To be fair, you should know. You kind of got that psychic thing going on with me. It was weird because when we was in our premiere, Pomp said something the exact same time I'd said it on TV.
I think you did. I remember.
It's like, it was just so weird. So it's like he jumped in the TV and knew I was going to say it. It was really weird. Is it telepathic? Is that telepathic? I'm trying to think what telepathic is. When someone knows, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. And yes, I am a fan of the Rise of the Foot Soldier films.
Actually, do you know what? They're brilliant. I really enjoyed the first one. Really good film. Really good film.
I think they got a little bit silly as they've gone on, but the first one...
No, the one about the first one's a really good film.
Is a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, James said very interesting. They've had a deep dive into that all lately.
White House Farm and Essex Boys is very, very interesting. I think as well, because there were so many different scenarios as well and different theories about it. I find that very interesting. It's like with unsolved cases, I find them so interesting because there's always they just go on for it. It's like Jack the Ripper. I find it so interesting, and there's so many different suspects out there. So yeah, I find it so interesting. But I've been put it this way, I've had to do a lot of deep dives for my new project, haven't I?
Yeah, well, yes.
I just want to say as well, quickly before I forget, I'm really sorry if I've missed people's premieres or I've missed your lives, because we're normally in them,
Mm.
aren't we? But I've just been so busy with these other projects, and Steve's been teaching me how to edit my own videos, and that's not gone well. I'm not going to lie. Right, I've tried to do it. I've opened Premiere Pro, and I've opened it and then not knowing what to do.
But you know how to drag it. You'd have to drag a file onto it now, which
Yeah, but I
took
don't-
about 3 weeks.
Yeah. Right. So, it's confusing, right? But anyway, he's teaching me that. That's very time consuming. Steve is also, you won't mind me saying, but you're on a weight loss plan. So
Yeah.
you have been going to your classes, you've been going to the gym, you've been doing that. Plus, you've been coming home for work and then editing my videos. Then you've been teaching me how to edit. I've been doing my deep dives and I've been doing all this. So, yeah, and then I've been filming for things. So it's so time consuming. So I must apologise if we haven't been in your lives or your premieres, but we have been catching up with everybody. So just want to put it out there. We're really sorry, but we have been so busy.
And good evening to Michael Birkin.
Good
Hope
evening.
you're well.
Hope you're very well, yes. Just make sure we're not missing anybody.
And good evening to Stuart. Stuart said, I've just come into the channel.
Good
So
evening.
taking my time through the backlog. Intriguing though. So Stuart's a new subscriber.
Hello,
So
Stuart.
welcome
How
to
are
the channel.
you? Welcome. Sorry, guys, if we're a bit quiet. Steve's just catching up with the chat. I don't want to miss anybody. I think Ches has just said something, Steve. Can you read it out?
Gift for the channel / Dolly. I have something that you might be interested in, so I need to message you away from stream so I can send it.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Yes. Yes. What's that be?
I'll just catch you now. Right,
You caught up with
we've caught
everybody,
up
yeah?
now,
Okay, we'll caught up with everybody. So just been extremely busy, to be fair with you. I've even had to put my experiments on hold because, as you guys know, I love to do new experiments, and I'm always sitting there thinking about new ideas and researching what I can use and, you know, putting all that together. But even lately, I've stopped doing that because it's just been chaotic, really, hasn't it?
It's been mad. I mean, coming home from work, like I said, you said going to the gym and that, coming back, editing all of your new projects because you've got loads of them that I've had to edit. I mean, yeah, you don't do things by halves, do you? You have to do everything. So yeah, literally just been doing that.
Oh, thank you, Cheza. I'm excited now.
Very intriguing.
Yes, it's a mystery.
Good evening, Sam Haynes.
We love a mystery. Good evening. How are you? He's asleep, John. He's asleep at the moment. As soon as he wakes up, I'll get him and give him a little paw wave to everybody.
Good evening, Double K.
Good evening. How are you? So apart from my new big reveal, and I will reveal it in a minute, and I will show you my teaser trailer. It's not a teaser trailer. It's just, I think it's a full trailer. I think we managed to get a full trailer.
That's the full trailer. I had to bring down the quality a bit because it wouldn't let me put it on here, but it's the full trailer.
But is there anything you guys want to ask us? Is there any like new people in here? You want to ask us anything? As I said last time, we have got some clubs coming up shortly in a couple of months. They're exciting. I'm excited about this. I'm really excited about this. So we've got some clubs coming up. That's exciting. Oh, here we go. A question from Mystique.
Here's a quickly one from Stuart.
Okay.
May I ask you both? I am a medium, not Amanda with Sam and Colby, but to be tarnished by, and what's that? To be tarnished by the paranormal brush must get difficult. I respect you both.
Thank you.
What was the one question from Mystique? Do you ever think you have paranormal activity at home?
I do, but you don't. Not in this place anyway.
No, I mean in the old place, I used to get really, really shook up. I mean, when you was doing your studying, and I would have a shower, I used to feel like someone was always watching me, and I'd be in and out, and then I'd leg it, and I'd be out, wouldn't I, to pick you up?
Oh yeah. So when I was at college, Steve would be at home on his own, And he couldn't be in the flat on his own. Like, he just couldn't be on the flat on his own. So he would literally just have a shower so quickly. He'd be out of that door and he'd meet me at college just because he couldn't be in the house. But we had really strange things happening there. Even our son was seeing things, wasn't he?
I mean, even the neighbours.
And then, so we was in a flat at the time, and the downstairs neighbours, they were having the same issues as us. They would smell bread in the morning. They would have things move. We actually, this is what I was saying about our paranormal journey. It went back years. We're talking about years and years ago, and we set up cameras, and they caught the letterbox opening on its own, didn't they? They caught noises. We had, like I said, I had a Buzz Lightyear toy. It had no batteries in it. It got wet because it was put in the bath. So the batteries we had to take out of it anyway. And it was on my son's shelf. And in the middle of the night, it went off. And it was a walk-in buzz. And it walked and it had no batteries in it. I mean, the only explanation I can think of is that we had lightning and it hit the buzz toy. And it somehow started it off. I mean, whether that can happen or not, I don't know. But that would be the only explanation I would think, because it had no batteries in it. Cupboards would open in the kitchen. Things would go missing and we'd never find them. It was just random things in there, really, wasn't it? It really was just random. I do think, and the thing with bakery as well, we went in, me and our neighbour, we did like a deep dive of where we was living, and apparently it was a bakery at some point, so that could explain it.
Like farmland, and it was
farmland, and then
they used to make bread in it, didn't they?
And I thought the most weirdest thing as well, when we did the EVP. We didn't do it with an EVP machine. We did it on our phone, like a voice recorder thing on our phone. And we had a sheep, and it was just the weirdest thing. And then we turned out it was a farm. I know, but it's just weird, ain't it? You can hear things. I'm not claiming it to be paranormal at all, because it's our own personal experience. So only we would know. But yeah, but as I say, for this place, there has been a few things. Like I said, I've been here on my own, and my son's been at college, and I've heard "Mum" in my son's voice, and I've gone upstairs because I've heard him, forgetting that he's gone to college, and I've gone up there, he's gone, so he's gone to college, sorry. So is it the stone tape theory? I don't know. Is it in my head because he says "Mum" a lot? I don't know. Is there someone mimicking my son? I don't know. I'm not a big believer in like scary ghosts. Am I trying to say like forceful ghosts, demons and all that? I don't think there's anything here sinister. Like when I say mimicking, I don't think there's anything here sinister. Like I really don't think that. But yeah, I don't know. Make what you will of that. But yeah, there's been odd things here, ain't there?
There's been a few odd things. I'm sure they can be explained.
Yeah, but no, nothing like the old place, was it?
No, the old place shook me up. I
just saw DPI. Hello, how are you?
DPI, and I saw Exploring with Mike. So good evening.
Good evening. Hello, how are you? Question. If we missed anybody's questions and Steve scrolled past, just re-put it in capital letters.
So this is a question for me from Purple Ronnie. If you've had all those things happen in your old home, why don't you believe? See, before I did the paranormal, the paranormal used to frighten me. I never used to shut it out. I mean, when I used to watch the Paranormal Activity films, they used to really shook me up. I never used to want to go upstairs on my own, did I? I used to hate it. Probably used to chase me and hide.
Oh yeah, I am a bit. Yeah,
I am a bit wicked like that.
I am, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Until I physically see something.
You wouldn't play the Ouija board when I first got
there. No, I wouldn't. But when we played it, nothing happened.
Yeah.
So I think the movies have just made things, they've enhanced people's fear in the paranormal and expectations in the paranormal, I think. Personally.
Yeah, definitely expectations. And you wouldn't flush a chain, would you, in the middle of the night?
Leg it. Yeah.
What do you think? The chain was going to come after you or something?
Well, after them films, probably wrapped around me blimmin'.
Did Chelsea just say something? I'm sacking him. I'm hiring a new man with a mice thing. What even is your job?
Oh.
You've got one job, and that's to read questions today, and you still not doing it.
It's a very hard job. I know you don't like it when you're live, but check your WhatsApp. Quickly check your WhatsApp.
I can't. It's not here.
Oh, yeah.
It's on charge. I'm so sorry. I can't at the moment. It's on charge.
I mean, if you send it to me, Ches, I can look.
Or is it a secret thing? I have no idea what that means.
I'll put this question up, Pomp, but I'm not too sure where you're going with that. I'm not too sure. I don't know who Ryan River and Mountain or the Foreskin Brothers are. I have no idea, sorry.
Right, what Stuart says. All right, so guys, basically I'm dyslexic, so I can't read stuff. So this is why I need Steve to bring it up for me so that I can read it. Interesting, Cheza. Thank you. We need to meet up with Cheza soon anyway.
Yeah, it'd be
don't
nice
we?
to go somewhere and even do like an investigation.
Have some lunch out and then do investigation with Cheza. That'd be lovely. Same with everybody else. Like, I want to collaborate with so many people. I think we've missed some. Go up a bit.
I don't think we have done.
Are you sure? That's what Stuart's saying. Can you just read it? Because it just goes into all
Stuart
different...
said, beliefs and experiences are just that. I never claimed to talk to Elvis, but don't discount it. First moment you think it's mental health in my own personal journey.
Yes. As I've always said, I've said this from the beginning as well, you can't take anybody's experience away from them. So if they have had a paranormal experience, then that's their paranormal experience that they've had. Whether other people believe it or not, then that's up to them. But as I've always said, the paranormal experiences that I've had, no one can take them away from me. And, you know, I can debunk them as much as I want to, but the evidence is there for itself. You can't debunk everything, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is from Michael. Do you ever need a cheap Faraday cage that actually does the same stuff as a metal one? Get a thick glass jar and put your K2 meter in it. Turn on and of course you won't have interference.
So we actually stopped using the K2, if I'm really honest with you. I did do experiments with the K2 where I used them as answering. So I put a yes on one and a no on the other. So I used them as basically like a communication, yes and no. And I must admit, they just never, my K2s never went off. They only ever went off when there was electric in the building and we could discredit that. I think there was this one time I remember in the stables, wasn't it?
It flickered, yeah.
And we heard something in the stables. Now this place didn't have electric, it was really old and abandoned. And we heard, I thought I heard somebody get out of the bed and walk away. And the K2 did flicker, the most faintest flicker. But if there's electricity wires running underneath the cables in somebody else's house, or if someone's gone past or an airplane's gone past, it could interfere. So for me, the noise contamination, it's because I say noise contamination all the time. The contamination levels were way too high for me to use the K2. I mean, you loved a K2 and I don't know why, because it never went off.
See, I liked using it because it didn't go off. So for me, I thought if it did go off, then that would be credible, you know, evidence. But when you actually look at the EMF and what it's actually used for, you just got to do so many base readings and stuff with it. Whether it flickers, it you know, nothing. You've got EMF all around us, haven't you? So for me, I just like your experiments and just the old traditional.
But that's just for us. That's just the way we work in the paranormal. That's just the way we do the paranormal. Everybody does it different. People use apps. People use K2s. People use them light things. Is it the Christmas tree light things? Whatever that. And then people use loads of things. The REM pod, the REM bear. Like everyone can use what they want. Really, can't EVP machines people like using, but just for us, we're not saying there's no right way, there's no wrong, but just for us, we don't like using anything. I prefer to get taps and bangs. Then that way we can debunk them or we can't debunk them. That's what I like using. I just think I'm old school, to be fair. I just think there's too much, but everyone's different, aren't they?
I mean, don't get me wrong. When we did use everything,
we did at the beginning. We used everything.
It was really entertaining. You know, the videos looked entertaining. But when you actually deep dive into these things that we were using, they're not actually paranormal ghost equipment, are they really? So
that's I prefer using stuff with no batteries in personally. Yeah. But everyone's different, do you know what I mean?
There's no wrong way.
No, there isn't. Just as long as you don't fabricate your evidence, then you're all good.
Got one from Paranormal Hub. Okay, serious question. I do have a question. In all the paranormal stuff, stone tape theory and intelligent spirits, do you believe in either?
Intelligent spirits. Do you know what? It's really weird, right? Last night we was actually talking about intelligent spirits. It's so weird. We was actually talking about it in our video, weren't we? On our last investigation. So that's really weird. And I asked Steve the same question live, didn't I?
You did.
And I just said, because what it was is, we heard so much when we had the cameras off and we were just looking around and doing B-roll. As soon as we started the investigation, it went quiet, as if nobody wanted to communicate with us. So I actually turned around and said, do you think spirits are actually intelligent and they know that we're now filming? So they're just going to completely stop what they're doing. Don't get me wrong, things did happen. That's really strange. But it wasn't a quiet investigation by any means, but it was quiet when we got into it. But that was the question I asked, and yeah, I do. If spirits are just like us, then yeah, I do believe that they are intelligent, because we have got intelligent responses. You've asked for a tap, we got a tap. You asked for a tap, we got a tap. Then you asked for a tap behind the bar, we got a tap behind the bar. Now, if that isn't intelligent, I don't know what is. So yeah, I do.
Very, very coincidental.
Yeah, and the stone tape theory, I don't know. I need to do more research on it. I need to go really, really into the stone tape theory, I think. What do you think, Steve? Do you believe in intelligent spirits?
Well,
you don't believe in the stone tape theory?
I don't believe in the stone tape theory, no. I'm quite sceptical of the paranormal, but I would like to believe if there is such thing as spirits, they are intelligent, because they're actually communicating with someone that's not in their realm.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that make them intelligent?
Yeah, exactly.
John Boy said a K2 is just plastic box with LEDs and batteries. Thank you, Mark James, for the one gifted. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate your support.
Right, I think.
Are you?
Okay, so Stuart said this. Spirits can attach to anything. Stone tape is the recording. Just that. Rewind on a VHS. As for personal attachments, they are free to go where or who they know.
I don't know about personal attachments myself. I don't know. I mean, I've had dreams, like I said before, when I did the house, I'm going to call it the poltergeist house, wardrobe house. When I did that and the wardrobe opened, and the first time we ever visited, I kept having nightmares about the house. And I don't know why, but I just kept having nightmares about this house. And it was always the same nightmare about me being in the house on my own and things were happening. So I was like, right, I've got to go back to this house and we've got to do it again. So we went back, and then I was there. And on the way home, it was really, really weird. It just felt like I'd had a really heavy rucksack on and somebody took the rucksack off my back. And I can't explain it, but that's what it felt like. And I was like, I feel relieved. I don't know why, but I went back and I did what I did. We did the experiments. We did the investigation. I just felt lighter. And then a couple of days later, it just come back, and it was something like, you need to go back to the house. Not the nightmares come back, but I had to go back to the house. It's like, you've got to go back to the house. And the house calls me, and it's just really weird. And I don't know why, but this house calls me back, and it's like, I've got to go back. And I will be returning, and I'm going to be returning on my own, completely on my own. So we're going in the house on my own. I'm going to do the investigation completely on my own. But yeah, so for attachment, I mean, could the lady in the house that I possibly could have been making communication with has somehow spiritually connected with me to give me these nightmares, and that it's not them being horrible or anything. It could be them saying, you need to come back, talk to me. Could that be? Again, I don't know if I believe in attachments.
But what about when we did go to that house the first time? The next day I had a bad back, didn't I? Which was very strange. And then a week later when
you went back, it went, yeah.
The next day it went.
Again, is that a big coincidence though?
It probably was, but it was strange.
It was strange, yeah. But again, I don't know. Were the nightmares connected to the house? I don't know. Was it because we had so much activity at the house? Was my mind playing on it? I don't know. Like, there's so many possibilities, isn't there, with the paranormal?
Paranormal Hub Worldwide said, if you were allowed one place, where would you go?
I'd like to go to Alcatraz, and I want to go there completely on my own. So I want Steve to drive me in a boat there, drop me off, and then come back a couple of days later.
And for me, I'd like to go to sort of any penitentiary prison in America. It's a question from Jamie. If ghosts go through walls, etc., how can they make footsteps and knock? Surely it wouldn't work. And I mean this with respect, as I do believe in the paranormal.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's like with us with the energy. Like, how do we know that they've got energy? How do we not know? I don't know. It's the same with residual energy, isn't it? Is it residual energy or is it a memory haunting? So you've got so many different. I always call it a time loop haunting, where it's like a time loop. So do they come back into our world? You call it a parallel universe, don't they? So with a time loop haunting, I always say, do they come back to their favourite memory? So you can call it a memory haunting as well. Do they come back to their favourite memory? So let's say, for example, Derek used to pour himself a whiskey before bed, and then he would turn the TV off and go up to bed. And then we go and do an investigation in his house. And at 11 o'clock, that's when he had his whiskey, turned the TV off and went to bed. And we heard footsteps going up the stairs. So is that a time loop? So therefore, for you to hear the footsteps going up the stairs, how are they making them footsteps if they're meant to be transparent? So I get completely what people say. Because we just got to prove how, haven't we?
Yeah.
But thank you for the question.
But I would like to believe, if there is such things as the paranormal, I would like to think that they wouldn't walk through walls. I would like to think they would just use the place doors as if they would.
That's why we ask them to knock on doors, don't we? To come in.
Pont says, I believe stone tape theory is trapped energy. It can't be destroyed, as we know, and it can't find its way home.
Yeah. Just too many possibilities, I think.
Trying to catch you.
Someone just said something critical. I can't think if it was. I think it was it Mystique? Yeah, who was it? Mystique.
What?
Thank you, Mystique. Yeah, I'm going to go back on my own. I feel like there's unfinished business at that place. I don't know why. But I need to go back quick because the last time we visited, unfortunately, somebody had been in there and it looks like they're starting to take things out of the property. So we need to go back soon, really, don't we, before it. Because it's such a shame. Like I said, when we went there, we don't know if someone had been in there, but it did look immaculate, didn't it?
Oh, what, that house? Yeah,
and then the second time we went, it just, there was stuff on the floor that you could tell was getting ready to be taken. There was stuff destroyed in there. It's just such a shame.
It looks like they're trying to get out the copper.
Yeah, it's just such a shame.
Yeah.
Which then again, does that make if there are spirits in the house, does it make them angry that people are coming and destroying their property? Because it would me. That's what we ask a lot, don't we?
That's if they even see it as we do. They might see it as they do.
That's another possibility. Yeah. Do they actually see it as we see it now? Or do they see it as it was when they were living there?
See, that's what I think, Elaine. Why would they even try to walk through a wall when it wasn't possible when alive?
Yeah, definitely. So many questions, so many possibilities, and not many answers. That's the problem, isn't it?
And will we ever find answers? That's the question.
Yes, Dollie's finding them for everyone. I work hard to get these answers, this real evidence, which I do believe I've got. I do genuinely believe I've got the best evidence. I really do, especially with the breath, especially with the ball going down the stairs. But I think the breath is probably the best one. And with the wardrobe door opening as well. I mean, that must have been... Are you going to put their breath on? Let's show you the breath, guys.
For those of you
I absolutely think this is paranormal evidence.
Not so much the first bit, but definitely the second bit.
Listen to the breath, guys. I didn't notice that first.
Every time I listen to that, it gets chilling each time.
That's definitely a good bit of evidence, that is. And I would defend that evidence.
The fact that we were there with another
credible team as well. Yeah, definitely. The fact that we got witnesses, I think, is the best part, because we've got 2 witnesses that are a very credible team, very good at what they do, and they were with us, and even they were like, again, we didn't think we was getting anything in the investigation.
No,
when we
got
home,
nothing in the investigation.
No, and then when we heard that, I was like, that's got to be sent to people.
Oh, here we go. I guess you were one of the people that voted for me, Julie? How is Steve feeling about his alone challenge? Well, as Dolly said earlier on, I did actually go to start to film, but unfortunately I was caught by security. They were nice about it. They told me to leave, so I respected that. Still got to find another location. I want to find a care home. Hopefully that'll happen in the next week or 2, and it should be out in a couple of weeks' time. But I'm a little bit nervous, but yeah.
I was nervous at first.
I'll get on with it. Anxiously nervous, let's put it that way. A little bit anxious, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm excited to go back and do mine on my own. I really am excited.
I think I actually won that vote hands down as well, didn't I? I think only like 1 person or 2 people voted for you.
They don't like me and they think I'm boring.
No,
or they just don't like, they just don't like you. So I thought, let's put Ste in a situation, make good TV.
Yeah.
I think it's because, do you know what I think it is? Seriously, that I generally think it's because when we do our paranormal investigations, I think it's because I lead them and it's always me on TV. So it'll probably be nice to actually see you conduct your own investigation, especially when you wasn't part of the original team in the first place. You were just the cameraman. It was all me. So I think that's probably what people find interesting. Let's put a new face on Paranormal by the Sea.
Yeah. Stuart says, in the UK we have debunkers. Would you consider it on an investigation?
Definitely. We did send the breath to somebody, but it couldn't be debunked, could it? No.
But we are going out with.
We are going to go out, yeah.
We are going to go out
with
people. Some people.
Don't want to say who yet, but yeah, we have got someone coming with us on an investigation. But yeah, 100%, I would bring debunkers with us because I've got nothing to hide. And if they can debunk what we are hearing, then absolutely brilliant, saves us doing it, because obviously we have to, when we're on these investigations, we debunk on the spot. So if anybody hasn't actually seen our investigations, we debunk on the spot. We try and find an explanation for it. And if we hear something when we are editing, Steve's got 4 sets of audio, 2 cameras, so he will go through the audio. So if it sounds closer to me, he will look to see if I'm moving or if I've shuffled or if there's anything by me, because the lapel on me can determine that it's the noise coming from me. Could it have been my stomach that we didn't hear at the time? So we do really go into debunking, we really do. And you'll see on Saturday night video, on the video that we did on Sunday night's video coming, you'll see we have quite a row, because he's debunking, I'm like, it can't be that. And yeah, we do have a row, so we do debunk on the spot.
And if we can't debunk it on the spot, we'll leave it up to you guys.
Yeah, we'll leave it up to you. We'll never sit there and pry that it's paranormal. We'll never be like, no, that's definitely paranormal.
We'd always welcome feedback, and if someone can spot something that we didn't, then great.
And if I believe in it, it doesn't mean that you guys have to believe in it. Just because I believe it's paranormal, doesn't mean that you guys have to believe it's paranormal. Just the same with everything. I think we always leave every bit of evidence that we have up to you guys to decide whether you think that it's paranormal, or you just think it's mere coincidence, or you think that it is debunkable. But as I say, we do try and debunk as we go along. We've always done it, haven't we? Yeah.
And regarding to that, I guess the breath sound, Julie says, was there nobody else there?
No, so the camera was left. It's a 3-story building. It was an asylum. The camera was left on the 2nd floor in room 113. And when I went to the building, I had this thing about 113, and I don't know why. It was just the room. So it was weird that I put my camera there. I could have put my camera absolutely anywhere. And then all 4 of us, there was 4 of us there, we all went downstairs by the door. And you hear as well us coming up, so it was nowhere near when we was coming up, was it? And the fact that the breath is so close to the camera as well, this was caught on the actual camera mic, not on us, on our lapels. So it was very interesting, I think, very interesting.
Paranormal Hub says, guys, okay, what's exciting news? I'm waiting.
Right, let's get through these comments.
What's it say? Oh, question. As you missed it last time, loser, what's your thoughts on time-lapse theory? Not ghosts at all, just a merge in alternate reality. I know it's a bit mind-boggling.
Is it like deja vu, though? Could it be like deja vu?
I don't know.
Steve doesn't have a clue
I
what
ain't
you're on
got a
about,
clue what
Lee.
you're on about, if I'm being honest. I'm just agreeing and smiling.
It's one of the, I just think like more research, getting as much evidence as we can on that, because that is, yeah, time lapse is, I don't know. I really don't. And there's no point in asking him, he doesn't have a clue.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to look into that more, I think, Lee. Very good question, though.
And then Sam said everyone would have picked Steve to see the skeptic would finally experience something. Hopefully. Jamie says, Dollie Ste, I love your honesty, respect.
Thank you. I think sometimes I can be too honest, though. That's my problem.
Right, we've caught up now.
Right, guys, it's time to announce the exciting news. Da-da-da-da. Drum roll, please. Right, before we explain what's going on, okay, before I explain my new project and everything, let's get hyped up. Let's get something going in the chat. What should we get to go in the chat? Let's get some. Can't even get drum rolls, can we? Because I don't think there is an emoji for that. What can we get going in the chat? Let's get some excitement going, people. This is big news I've got. I've worked really hard on it, okay? Really hard on this. I'm just trying to think what we could do in the chat. The chat's gone silent, which means everyone's watching now. The chat has gone silent. Everyone's concentrating on this news. Right. I'm not going to prolong it anymore.
Oh, there is drums.
There is.
Drums in.
So let's go for it. Because everyone's waiting. There we go. Everyone's going. Let's go. Let's get hyped up for this. Right. On a serious note, though, I'm still in pain as well, guys. It's really, the operation hasn't really done much, if I'm honest with you. Right. So before I get into this, on a serious note, though, so before I had my back operation, I was working on my solo projects, and unfortunately, it didn't go to plan. So this is something I've been working on such a long time. So I had my back operation. It didn't go quite as well as I thought it would go. I thought I'd be recovering a lot quicker, and I didn't. So I had to put the projects on hold. Then, unfortunately, my mental health just went downhill, and I didn't feel like I could do it just for mental health reasons. I got really ill, and I just felt like I couldn't carry on with the project. So I decided to delete what I had done, because I just felt that I just couldn't do it. I wasn't in the right headspace anyway. I deleted what I did. Then I got better, as you do with mental health. I got better, and I decided to just carry on doing what I was doing. I didn't want to let that beat me. I didn't want to let that stop me. So I just got back up there, and I carried on doing what I originally was going to do. I'm still a little bit behind, because obviously I had to redo everything, what is it? Okay. My head is just it's going too fast.
Investigate all what you had to.
I had to deep dive everything again. Sorry, so I had to deep dive everything again because of just the headspace I was in, basically. But yeah, I just to let you know, guys, I'm better now, and this project's really going to help me, I think, just mentally, because it's giving me something to focus on. But I'm all better now, anyway. So yeah, so that's why I did. I think I did put some posts out saying that I was working on a project and it was coming soon. So I want to personally apologise to everybody out there that said, oh, I'm going to do it, it's coming soon, because unfortunately I'm so behind. I think I'm about 6 months behind on this project. So I just want to say I'm really sorry, but the project is coming. And as I said, they're the reasons. I've got nothing to hide. I'm just going to put it out there, okay? I do suffer from mental health. I do have some serious mental health conditions. So I do suffer, but I'm better now, and we're going to carry on do it, aren't we, Steve? Yeah. And Steve at the moment is teaching me how to edit, so that's really good, because I can edit my own videos and it takes the stress off of Steve, because he has so much going on at the moment himself. So yeah, so we're all better with that. Give me a minute. So without further ado, guys, I'm very excited. I'm emotional. I don't know why. Emotional to just, yeah. So guys, without further ado, I'd just like to share with you my new project. So before I explain it, can I just show you my new trailer for my new solo projects? So guys, as you can see from that little teaser trailer, so that is my actual trailer for now. Obviously it'll be updated as time goes on, but yeah, for now that is the teaser. I hope you really like it, guys. Yeah, I just hope you really like it, really. I'm really proud of it, and I'm really excited to be doing this. I really, really honestly am. I'm excited just as much as I'm excited about the paranormal and bringing you guys real evidence. I'm excited to share with you. So these are going to be episodes. So we're going to episode 1, it will say what it is. Episode 2, it'll say what it is. I've got 2 episodes ready to go. They're both uploaded to YouTube. They're on private at the moment. We just need to unprivate them at the moment. But I didn't want to do that until obviously you guys saw the teaser trailer. So basically, it's my own little project. And what I'm going to be doing on a Wednesday, I'm going to be premiering them. Well, you said to premiere them, didn't you?
Yeah, they're only short ones.
They're only short ones at the moment. But I'm going to premiere them on, at the moment, it's going to be Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. And basically, I'm going to be just talking about haunted objects, haunted items, possessed dolls, haunted dolls, evil dolls. I'm going to also be doing some deep dives on some stories about people that have seen or witnessed ghosts. I'm also going to do some deep dives on they're ghost stories, but they're not like ghost stories, because they're about either things that have happened. They're about ghost stories, and then things have happened to people while they've read the ghost story or something like that. So just to give you a bit of a gist what they are. I don't want to give you all the titles yet, because otherwise it would just give everything away, won't it? But yeah, basically that's what it is. So I'm just going to be sitting there talking to you guys about haunted objects, haunted items, because I find that so interesting. Whether you believe it or not, it is really, really interesting. I just wanted to do something a little bit different to what other people do. I'm also, as I said, going to do some ghost stories as well out there. So put some ghost stories out there, but they're going to be ghost stories like with a twist. So yeah, they're all going to be with twists, I think. Not just a normal like ghost story. Because I feel like there's loads of ghost stories out there. So I've been trying to find like stuff that not many people have covered as well. So I'm trying to find other things to do.
Because I remember you did that when I was out the other day, and I come back and I was editing it and I was proper into it, because I thought it was
That's what I'm saying,
really interesting stories, because that sort of stuff, possessed dolls, don't really bother me. But when I looked at it, I got really into it, and it was very interesting.
And I've done dolls as well. Like, no, I haven't done Annabelle, okay? I haven't done it because everybody's done it. I've done other dolls as well, dolls that I didn't even know about. And I just find them really interesting. Honestly, so interesting. So I've done things like I've done haunted items that I didn't even know about as well. That's really interesting. And there's also a cursed. There's something that's cursed, and I find it such an interesting story. It really is interesting. You even got into that one, didn't you? So yeah, it's cursed items as well, and stories about cursed things that have happened and stuff like that. So yeah, I've done some deep dives, and I've gave myself a headache from research. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, as I said, if it keeps me happy, why not? And yeah, the more I can, you know,
keeps your mind off things and keeps you active, and
the more I can share stories to everybody else, I think that's nice, isn't it, as well? So yeah.
Question from Pomp. Dolly, how does that sit with you? Not sure attachments are real. Surely that's what a haunted object has, an attachment.
Not always. No, not always. Sometimes they can like be cursed by other means, if that makes sense. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. But after doing deep dives on these, it's just really interesting. Really interesting. I think we've missed so much when the trailer was on. So we just want to scroll up and make sure we've not missed anybody, because yeah, I don't want to miss anybody.
There's a drum roll.
The drum roll. Just want to see if everyone. I just want some feedback about the trailer. The trailer as well. If everyone, do you like the trailer? Does it explain what it is? Did you get the gist of it from the trailer?
Yeah, very exciting, very interesting, awesome. Looks impressive. Nice subject. Look forward to watching.
Thank you.
I'm liking the look of that. Yes, Dolly, that looks brilliant. Looking forward to seeing that. Looks amazing. Excellent trailer. Looks great. Look forward to that. Looks really good. Awesome, my friend.
You people are so lovely and you're so amazing.
Yeah,
you really are.
Pretty much. Thank you, Julie, for being a member for 8 months.
8 months! It's gone so quick. It's gone so quick, Julie. It really has. Wow, thank you, Julie.
John said I'll have to let you borrow Harry. Harry on the couch.
Yeah, we'll have Harry on the couch. Harry and Doris can sit together.
Paranormal Hub Worldwide has been a member for 1 month. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Sam Haynes been a member for 1 month. That's crazy.
I know, it really
I didn't think we'd even get people watching us, let alone people becoming members and stuff.
No,
it's overwhelming.
Who wants to watch us? Like, if it's serious, we're just two people from Essex that like going out looking for ghosts.
Pretty much, in a nutshell. One believes and one
and we row a lot. Yeah, well, we row a lot. And yeah. That's it, really.
PNC's been a member for 5 months, it says. Denise, 3 months.
This is just
crazy.
It blows my mind. Honestly, you guys are amazing. You really are. The community is amazing. Honestly, we've been welcomed in. With opened arms, and you guys, honestly, you're just so amazing. All of you are. Everyone that's bought our merch, we just thank you so much. We didn't think we'd sell anything, right? Let alone what we've sold.
I mean, look, you just got to look at Mike Jones. He's wearing our hat. You've got John Boy wearing our jumper in his picture. It's just amazing.
It's
crazy, isn't it?
It really is. You get so overwhelmed that you don't believe it, if that makes sense.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you guys are just amazing. The community is amazing, though, isn't it? You're all lovely. You're always saying lovely feedback, which don't think you have to, because I can take criticism. So if there's anything, or if there's anything you want me to deep dive, please do let me know, because I am going to deep dive. I think I'm going to deep dive Jack the Ripper. Actually, it comes back to what Chess was saying earlier on. So yeah, I think I'm going to go back to Jack the Ripper and deep dive him, because I just love the theory of Jack the Ripper being a woman. It was absolutely amazing. I think he's my favourite in a weird way.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting case.
It's probably one of the biggest known, famous, unsolved mystery cases that we have to date, I think, I would say.
Although I personally think it is, I think they know who did it, but I just think it's going to take away so much tourism from London. Think about how much people go on them walks. It's going to take so much. I think they know, to be fair, who it was.
They don't want to say. Well, there was speculation that it was.
Look what Pump said. Paranormal by the sea. Big yourself up a bit. Be the Sam and Colby of Essex.
Thank you.
We're okay.
We're just us.
Crazy.
Oh dear. Oh, Lisa.
Thank you, Alyssa, for donating 5 memberships.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you.
I think I missed something.
Thank you so much.
Paranormal Worldwide said, I actually found these two by accident and wow, glad I did. Awesome, guys.
Thank you.
And we're glad that you come in. Thank you.
I'm intrigued to see what you typed to get us up.
Couple of jokers.
Yeah. 2 idiots from Essex. We popped up.
That bicker a lot.
Couples that round, we pop up. Oh dear.
What, you don't want 10 million subscribers?
Do
I
you
don't
know
think
what?
I'll be able to
It's
cope
not-
up with the chat. I can barely cope up with this
I
chat.
thought you was going to say I don't think I could cope with the fame. I was like, oh, stop it.
No.
I think, do you know what it is, right? For me, it's not about how many subscribers you've got. It's not about, you know, I think for me, it's you guys that are in this chat. Honestly, that's what it is. I mean, yeah, we've only got, 44 people in this chat, and we find it hard to keep up. Can you imagine having even just under 50 in this chat? I'd find it hard. But it's not, for me, it's not, I didn't put it this way. I didn't sign up to YouTube for the subscribers, right? I signed up there to put my evidence out there because I'm so passionate about the paranormal. I did it to put my evidence out there because I want to prove to you guys what I've witnessed. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to prove to everybody what I have actually witnessed and that I'm not lying, I guess, or making things up. I just wanted to prove what I've witnessed. And it's great that I can take Steve with me because then he gives me that skeptical mind and he gives me that debunking, whereas I can quickly, easily. I'm not saying that every noise I hear I claim to be paranormal because I don't. Like I know the noises. I know a noisy house. I know a noisy building. I know about rats. I know about rodents, and I know about all that. But you do have a lot more plausible explanations. And there's a lot of things we do disagree on. Don't get me wrong. We do row. Like I said, this week's investigation, we have a big row because there's some things I still to this day will hold my own and say I don't disagree with you, Steve. So yeah, on the set I do that a lot, right, guys? I do an opera voice and it resets me. It just resets me. Can we just say a massive thank you to Denise? Thank you so much for your gift. Thank you so much.
I don't comment much, but I love you guys.
Oh, thank you
very much.
so much. There you go. That's better. Thank you so much. You're all amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, John Boy, that's correct. I don't know how he copes with 450 in there. The thing is, with these groups of huge subs, only about 1.2k watch.
Funny enough, actually, we were saying that the other day about how like people have massive sub counts, but they don't get a lot of views, which means 60% of their audience aren't watching them. Whereas we've got a smaller sub count, but we seem to get near enough the same sort of views as our subs, if that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, that's what
I have noticed recently. We have been going up a little bit with the views, which is good because it does get it out there to other people. Because we do need to, the real channels out there do need to get out there a little bit more, and they do need the recognition that they deserve. Definitely, there's a few teams in here that deserve a lot more than what they're getting. So yeah, if everyone gets out there, it helps everybody. It helps the real community, I think, and it helps it helps show that a real investigation isn't as exciting as what people think it is. I mean, before we started doing all of this, and I'm going back way back. I'm going back when I used to watch Most Haunted, and before I'd be like, I don't know how they do it. Like, I do not know
how they do that, how they go into this building and they start calling out and they're getting these taps and these chairs going launched across the room and all this, and tables walking off on their own. I don't know how, like, I couldn't do it. That would terrify me. When you do it yourself, yeah, no, nothing like that at all. Nothing like that at all.
Because when I first started, I thought, oh, we're going to get stuff happening every week.
Steve thought it was going to get launched across the room.
I've been watching a certain massive American TV man get lobbed across the bridge, and I'm thinking that's going to happen to me. No, it doesn't.
You were terrified of so Steve, this is a true story. So when we first started doing church, so our first obviously investigations, we had to go outside, you know. We didn't know about abandoned buildings, we didn't even know you can get in churches. So we used to just do graveyards and that. And when we started getting in churches, this is a true story, Steve was terrified. He honestly thought he was going to get pinned up against the wall by something evil. And it was all the films that he had watched. And he was absolutely terrified. He was like, I don't know how you can be so relaxed in a church. And I was like, because it's a holy place. Like,
no.
Here he's up. And it's just like a holy place. Like, so my theory is, actually, this was our son's theory. Why would a spirit haunt or come back to a church when it's their final resting place?
I think his exact words were, why would someone of the cloth come back when they would believe that they would be going to higher places?
Yeah, exactly.
They wouldn't.
So so why would you be frightened? But again, it's the films. Because there was crosses on the wall and he was like, I hope that cross don't just turn upside down and fly at me. And I'm like, oh, you know, that'd be really good if it did. I mean, can you imagine the entertainment that would give people? But I don't think it is going to. But yeah, so why would they be? But then I want to do a morgue. I'd love to go into a morgue and investigate a morgue. But again, why would the spirit of people be in a morgue?
Because
isn't the soul already left the body?
Because they say the body's the vessel and the soul's left, so the body's just, you know.
I'm not saying that the morgues can't be haunted at all. Like, I think everywhere can have some sort of haunting. I hate using the word haunting. I like to use it spirit activity. But I think everywhere can have spirit activity. Everywhere can. We could have a spirit sitting next to us right now.
Chester said, did Steve take you to the Phantom of the Opera yet?
No.
We'll be going soon in the summer, so you can put your gown on.
Yeah, go in the summer so I can wear my gown and Steve can wear his half mask and look like the Phantom.
Good evening, Robert.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. Oh, thank you so much. Steve, whizzing up again.
No, they're talking amongst themselves.
That's a good question, John.
Yeah, how do you know the spirits visit churches are the Holy Ghosts?
That's it. We just don't know, do we? Like I said, I don't. Just because, like what I said before about why would it be haunted and stuff like that, doesn't mean to say that there isn't a spirit activity at a church. Nobody knows. It was just a theory that if you sat there and thought about it, that would be the strongest theory, I think, for me. But again, my argument would be, again, with a memory haunting. So say if the best day of your life was getting married to the love of your life, you could then maybe have a memory haunting at a church because it would be your wedding day. Maybe that was the best day of your life. And maybe for the split few seconds, you're just there walking down the aisle again. Nobody knows.
The Paranormal Hub said that will take a long explanation. I'll put a comment up after. I guess it's in response to the church.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Julie, for your donation.
Oh, we love you too, Julie. Thank you so much. And can I just personally thank you as well for being a mod, because you've been here from day one. Julie was a mod from day one, wasn't she?
Julie and John have been here from day
one. So thank you so much, Julie. Honestly, I don't even think you've ever missed a live.
I don't think so. Neither's John.
It's just amazing. All our mods are amazing. Thank you to all of our mods. But thank you so much, Julie, for your kind donation. Thank you. Your gift donation. I don't even know what to call it. I don't know what people call that. I call it donation gift. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that's donated, bought memberships, bought merch. Just thank you. Thank you to everybody.
That's interesting. Pop said, that's like saying, why would a unalived victim haunt where they were? Yeah.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. That's why I said about the theory with the memory haunting. It's just, there's too many possibilities. There really is.
And in Paranormal Worldwide said because of the trauma or sudden unaliving.
Yeah, so again, would it go back to the memory of it? Would it be that traumatic that's why they can't leave? They can't leave because it's so traumatic. I don't know. I just don't know. This is why I love what I do, because there's so many possibilities. My face is really
I've got
red.
really hot as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
you've
look
got the
really
heating
terrible.
on.
I look just terrible, guys. Oh my God.
Beetroot. We both look like beetroot.
It's because I haven't got the makeup on. I've got no foundation on today, guys. Very well, you can see all my acne scars, which I'm so... Steve will tell you. Steve, do I leave the house with no makeup?
No.
I'm really, really bad with it. Like, I'm so, what's it called? Unconfident with my skin.
I do tell you, you don't really need... You don't
Yeah,
need
I've got my
makeup,
lashes
do you?
in, obviously. And today I did put a little bit of, a bit of black on there. And I always put my eyebrows on because, I don't know if you guys have noticed, right? But in my videos, like my investigations, I've got one eyebrow that always sticks up. Like my other eyebrows kind of drooped a bit. So like it always sticks.
You
Not
look
gonna do it now.
You look like The Rock, didn't you?
Yeah, I just
That's it.
always look shocked, like literally. So yeah, I don't put my eyebrows on. So I've got my eyebrows on and my lashes, but I don't normally wear. I always wear foundation. I always have, because I do have like, I've got like sunspots and acne scars, and I just really don't like. And I'm so unconfident. And I've had a lot of like stuff done to try and get rid of them, but unfortunately, it's just not worked. I do have a really good skin routine as well, and just nothing seems to be getting rid of these like acne scars and that. But yeah, I'm just really unconfident. I'm a really unconfident person. Does that make sense? Unconfident. What does that mean? Self-confident.
Is it self-confident?
No, what is it I'm trying to say? I'm really, because my brain's going 1,000 miles an hour. I'm really self-conscious.
Self-conscious.
I'm really self-conscious about my skin. Like, I really honestly am. It's the one feature on me that it's just my face, it's my skin. Like, I just, yeah, because of the scars and that. I don't know if you can see it, because I've got a little bit of a filter on. That's why I haven't got my makeup on today, because I've got a little filter on, but it's made me look worse. Look, it's made me look like I've got like...
It's hot in here. Look, I look red as well.
Oh my God, I've gone... Oh God, I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
really
I've
like,
gone
I don't
really
know now, I'm just going to hide.
Yeah. John Boy said, thank you for letting me join the crew.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much for
Supporting
us, John Boy, for a long time as well. As we get bigger, guys, we will obviously, as we get big, I'm saying it like we're going to get
when
bigger.
we get 10 million subs,
but no,
everyone in here can be a mod.
As we kind of like grow, let's say grow, because I might say it.
No.
As we grow, we obviously will need more subs. So, you know, there will be more subs coming aboard. There will be some more, what do people call it? Smurf Army coming aboard with us.
Smurf Army, where's that come from?
I don't know, I think John calls it that, doesn't he? Someone does. Blue Army, is it? Because they're blue, aren't they? When they're...
Oh, okay.
I think that's what people call it. It's just like...
Tom said, I think 80% of the paranormal is down to personal belief as to why and how.
It is, and I think everyone's got their own theory, and I think everyone's got their own belief as well. So, you know, and again, like I say, and I won't stress this enough, everyone's had their own paranormal experience, and you cannot take that away from anybody. Whether you believe their experience or not, you can't take it away. That's why I never call anybody a liar. If someone comes in my chat and they say to me, oh, this and that happened, I'm not going to sit here and disbelieve them. I'm not, because at the end of the day, that's their experience that they've had, okay? So I'm not going to disbelieve them, because it's just, I would hate for someone to disbelieve me and call me out to be a liar when I really did witness that, you know? That's why I love this community, because you're all so kind. All of you are so kind. And I wanted this to be a safe space for everybody to talk, you know, and everyone to have an opinion. And yeah,
No
we just...
judgment.
No judgment. I don't want anybody to judge anybody, because that's not what we're about at all. We're a friendly community, and you can all chat amongst yourself and, you know, be happy. But yeah, that's what I said. You're all amazing. You really are amazing people. I mean, like I said, if you want to disagree with me, please do, because I won't get offended about it. Because like I said, everybody's allowed to have their own opinion and their own beliefs. You know what I mean? It's just my opinion and my opinion only.
Julie says you're beautiful.
So are you, my darling.
John Boy said you're a natural beauty. And Claire says you're beautiful as well.
You're beautiful. Stop it, you lot. You're all beautiful.
Paranormal Hub says, guys, I'm really going to have to do a live conversation with you.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have to set that up one day. I watched your one the other day. I managed to catch one of yours. John said polyfiller works well.
What for?
Well, I guess to put on his makeup.
John, you mean? Someone just said something above John, I think it was.
What is that?
Trying to miss anybody out. Outside don't count, Dolly. Oh, bless Susan. I'm really self-cautious now about I think it's the filter thing.
Pomp said, yeah, Dolly, listen to the crowd. You're easy on the eye, girl.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, Paranormal Hub said I was handsome. Simply Spooky says you're beautiful.
You're all beautiful. Stop it. Just stop with the comments. You're all beautiful.
Chezza shouting at me in the chat saying I better take you to the Phantom of the Opera. John wants to know if Lynx is awake yet.
No, not yet. There you go, Steve. You're a lucky man.
Who said that?
A lot of people say that on the photos, don't they? It's just all filters.
Yeah, wait till you see her in the morning. She looks like Frankenstein.
Yeah, with no eyebrows on. Actually, no, I do have eyebrows because I had them tattooed on once, but gone a little bit patchy. But yeah.
Double K says my brother visited me 2 weeks after passed away to say sorry for leaving.
Oh, how sad. Oh, sorry to hear about that.
Jamie said, all I can say is we are the best community. We disagree and still like each other, but we respect and love each other as always.
Exactly. I've had a few disagreements with a few people, and then we're still really good friends. We're all really good friends in this chat, honestly. Like I said, if you disagree with me, that's great, because then I want to know why you've disagreed with me. You know, have you disagreed? And then I can say, well, no, actually, it could be that. Do you know what I mean? That's as long as it's friendly banter, you know.
Pauline's going to bed, and he can't wait for your new project.
Good night, babes.
Good night, Pauline.
Good night, my lovely Pauline.
Don't forget to put the rollers in.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll have no hair.
Thanks, Paul. Don't forget 9 o'clock Wednesday. It starts this Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Pauline Fowler. Oh.
So I'm just reading out. Paul, before you go sleep, am I still winning with the bad faces? I've got to be still on that leaderboard. I have to be. Although I did miss the thing. I just want to see if I'm still on the Pauline's leaderboard. I've got to be. I've said it about 5 times tonight.
Pauline. I've got to be on it now.
Ow.
Pomp says, I think there should be more Pomps in the chat. And I don't need to make you don't need to make a fool of himself very much. You're absolutely fine, Pomp.
Oh, you want to see what I say on this week's investigation?
John, oh, don't, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think, honestly, it's like my brain goes too quick. It really
what did
does.
You say again? I think you
No, don't say it until, let them watch it. But yeah, it's just,
Oh, you are winning, but John is very close. I guess that's
is that Raven John? Oh.
I think we need to change that.
Yeah.
So if everyone can write Pauline in the chat. I love this paranormal family. It's awesome.
Yeah, one big paranormal family, and everyone is just great, honestly. So the support that everyone has for each other, I find just amazing. Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie, it's overwhelming sometimes, isn't it?
It sounds like Pomp is the male version of you.
What?
My mouth beats my brain every time. Your mouth opens before you think.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't think before you blink. You just.
Let me just think that. Let me just think about what you just said. Because my brain goes faster than my mouth.
Yeah, look.
Is that what it means?
That's what Pop says. I'm the opposite, Dolly. My mouth beats my brain every time. Yours is the same. You'll say something before you think about it, and then you don't realise you probably offended someone or.
Yeah, I think that is. Yeah. So basically, yeah, my brain goes, and then I'll say, no, yeah, I say something before I've thought it through. That's right, yeah. I just think it's me, personally. I need to just, yeah.
I think that's good to say what you think, as long as you're not being nasty.
In a
It's
respectable
always
way.
good
In a
to have a
respectful way.
respectful
Yeah, it is called
conversation.
not having a filter. You're so right. Yeah, not having a filter, to be fair. Yeah. Do you know what? Right, it is what it is, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no point in pretending you're someone you're not. You know what I mean?
People respect you more for,
That's why we debunk things. I mean, right, there's loads of things that we could have actually said was real paranormal, right? Because there was this place we went to and there was rats in there, right? And I knew straight away it was rats. But I said something like, if anybody's here, please could you tap for me twice or something like that. There was 2 taps. There was 2 taps. I knew that was 2 scratchings from a rat. I could have easily turned around and said, oh my God, that was a ghost, yeah? And then looked in the cupboard. There was no rat in the cupboard, right? I knew where he was. Yeah, he was hiding from me. He was underneath the cupboard bit. But when I opened and showed there was no rat in there, I could have easily gone, see, there's nobody in there. Like, that definitely was a ghost and was communicating with. But I knew it wasn't. And if you're going to do a paranormal investigation and you know that is definitely a rat and you've not said that, then you're not a paranormal investigator. Hey. No, because I'm passionate, Steve. I'm passionate. And I know a rat from a ghost.
So we're calling out all you fakers.
Don't start trouble.
Don't do it.
Don't start trouble. But no, it's just annoying though. Like, there's so many times where we could have been like, oh, that was real paranormal. Yeah. But we know Victoria Plumbing, we know old houses. Like I said, before we've even started that investigation, we've been in that house or wherever we are, a good hour or 45 minutes, where I normally just sit down and listen to all the sounds of the building, any drips of the building. You do either B-roll or you do the memberships walk around or whatever you're doing. And I will just sit there, literally. Sit there. I'm not interested in what belongings they've got. I'm not interested in having a look through people's belongings. I'm not interested in rummaging for anything. I literally just want to go in there. I want to sit down and I want to listen to all the natural noises, because if I don't sit there and listen to natural noise, I'm going to call everything out as paranormal. I'm going to be debunking everything. The video about 4 hours long, won't it?
Mm.
So I've said my piece.
Watching you. The P by the Sea police.
I've said my piece now.
What's this? To be honest, you don't need a good memory, because it honestly also be nice. Beats toxic people. To be honest. Oh, to be honest, be you. You don't need a good memory. Yeah, basically, yeah, hard to see what that
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you so much.
I had to read that. I just didn't get it.
Sure, you're not dyslexic.
I don't know. Sometimes I think I might be a little bit dyslexic, because I just read what my brain thinks, to be fair, or what I want it to say.
Yeah, you have that with the deaf, don't you? Like, you can pretend to be deaf when I ask you to do things.
Well, yeah, it's just being a man.
Isn't it called
selective hearing?
Selective hearing, that's it.
Pom said, I wonder if Dollie is my long lost twin, despite being 20 years younger.
Could be.
Never
know. It was strange though. Seriously, how he said exactly what I said, and he put it up, and I think it was seconds later I turned around and said it. And he was like, that's spooky. I thought, yeah, that was a bit spooky, wasn't it?
Paranormal Hub says, what I'm going to do, guys, is make you admins in the hub so you can post anytime without me having a look.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Jess.
Sorry, I'm still trying to catch up with everybody. Oh, good evening, Jess. Hello. I
think we have caught up now.
Oh, we caught up with everybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like the excitement's gone because I've revealed now what the project was. Yeah. But, yeah, I've been I've been really
You've got something
excited.
else that you're going to
I have got something else, but that will be another reveal. But just for now, I've revealed it, and I hope you guys are going to like it. And it's just, honestly, it's just so interesting. The cases are really interesting, and I've got some cases that date way back, and I've never heard of them. So again, I've tried to pick up on cases that aren't as popular as some cases, especially with the haunted dolls. I've not done your Robert, I've not done your Annabelle. I've tried to do dolls that I've not even heard of. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. And I love my dollies. I do like dolls. But even when you was editing, you was going,
I hate dolls. I remember you bought. Well, you'll see some dolls in the video that dollies. You do. And I remember when you bought them from the charity shop and you bought them home, I said, what the hell have you brought them back for?
My dollies. You actually made me go and put them in the boot. I said, I told you to hide
them. I hate the look of dollies. You said you were going to put them under my pillow and everything to frighten me.
Yeah, I was going to hide them in the bed, yeah.
But I hate dollies.
But yeah. No,
clowns, I hate anything like that. Cheza says, oh, another one. You're teasing us now.
Yeah, to be fair with you, the other one is a very, very time consuming one. That's it. I'm trying to think of what to say. Yeah, the other one is very, very time consuming, and I'm trying not to do what everybody else is doing, which is really hard because on YouTube, everyone's doing something on YouTube. So no matter what I do, I'm never going to be original, if that makes sense. As much as I try to be original, I'm never going to be an original because everyone's always put something out there anyway. But as I said, this project goes back a very long time. It's not something I've just seen and thought, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. It's had a lot of thought into it. And, you know, due to personal reasons, it couldn't go out then when it should have gone out. But despite all that, I'm trying to be as original. That's why I'm deep diving older cases for you guys, because I don't want you to be like, oh, I've heard of that one, I've heard this one. Yeah, that's why I've just tried to do it. But yeah, interesting, very, very interesting.
Paranormal Hub says, I really like these live chats. We get to know you. That's why we decided to start doing them. I didn't want to do a live at first because I hate being on camera. I never know what to say, but it's since I've been doing this, it just feels like, yeah, I could just say, like, it feels like everyone's friends, doesn't it? So you could just. It just feels like we're all sitting around a living room. You're in our living room with us, and we're just all having a chat, and that's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about, there should be no negativity, all positivity the whole way in our chat. Positive vibes only. So that's, and you get to know us a bit more as well, because on camera, I feel like on camera I'm really serious. Do I come across serious, guys, on camera? Do I come across professional? Because I feel like when I'm watching it, I feel a bit like, do I come across too professional? Kind of. Do you know what I mean? Like professional, as if it's almost kind of, because someone's accused us of scripting before, and they're like, oh, you sound too scripted, like you've practiced what you said. And I can assure you, I'm not going to sit there and write a script out and then try and memorize it while you're in the moment, while you're nervous, while you're scared. It's just not going to happen. And you don't see anything in my hands. I'm not reading from a script. And we did get accused of that once, and that I'm too professional and stuff like that. I mean, do I come across too professional? Do I come across moody on camera? Because I do try and come across. So I have this head space where I'm trying to come across professional, because I am not doing it for a laugh. I'm taking this journey 100% serious, right? And I want it to come across like I'm serious, okay? I want you guys to think, she's serious about paranormal. And then I also want to have a little bit of a laugh as well, because I don't want you to think I'm too professional or too serious. Do you know what I mean? But then I don't want to come like I'm having too much a laugh, because I don't want you guys to think that we're being really disrespectful in these places. So we did get accused of being scripted once, which is quite annoying, because we've never scripted anything. I've never wrote. Right at the beginning of our journey, I used to sit there and write the beginning, because I never knew what to say. I never knew what to say. I thought, I can't copy this TV show that I used to watch. I can't copy what they say. So I'm going to have to be myself. And like I said, I pride myself on originality. That was a big word for me. I want to be original all the time. I just want to be like, oh, Dollie Ste do that. I've never seen anyone else do that, Oh, I love Dollie's experiment that she's done. I've never seen anybody else do that. I want to be original. I just want to be different from everybody else. I don't want to be your classical ghost hunter kind of thing. But yeah, let us know. Do I come across scripted? Do I come across too professional? Sam Haynes said, That's the P by the Sea baseball cap just ordered. My collection is now on the way.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you ever so much. Is Sam on any of our socials so we can get a picture?
I believe I'm in a Discord with Sam Haynes. So when you do get that, if you could send us a photo, it's nice.
If you want to. If you don't want to send a picture, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, we just wanted a picture of people with the merch on that people purchased from us, because I'm going to get a collection and then put it over socials.
Like a little collage.
Yeah, you're going to get a little collage and put it over socials. But if you do not want to be on socials, or you don't want your photo on socials, that's absolutely fine. Just take a picture of what you've ordered without you being in the picture, if that's okay with you guys anyway.
Jamie said, Dolly, never doubt yourself, and looking forward to your Jack the Ripper one, as it's my favourite case. And yours.
Jamie, it honestly is mine as well. Honestly, I love the whole mystery of it. It's the mystery for me. It's like there's so many suspects, right? But then you think to yourself, I know who it is, I know who it is. But then you've got that twist of doubt and you're like, no, it could be that person. No, it actually could be that person. But because of the suspects are so strong, you're just like, who is it? But yeah, my favourite, honestly. I did the Jack the Ripper tour and I cannot rate it highly enough. If you haven't done it, or if you're thinking about doing it, it is amazing. We went as a family and we absolutely, and the museum staff are so helpful. They're so friendly. And I can't rate it enough, can I? Yeah. Can we? Sorry.
And if you fancy some chips, you can go to Jack the Chipper.
And there's a pub as well there. They take you to every single place. It's amazing. I feel sorry for the people that was on my tour because they probably didn't get a word in edgeways, because I was just constantly putting my hand up going, could it be this? And I was just explaining all my theories, and I think people were getting the up with me, weren't they? Didn't one man turn around and say...
I think he called you a know-all, didn't he, or something?
No, he turned around and he went, I'm getting a bit worried about you on this tour. You seem to know too much. He said, should we be worried about you? That's what he said. And I was like, sorry, I just love me Jack the Ripper, mate.
Chelsea says, I think you are very balanced, Dolly. Both of you, you complement each other, and it comes across on screen.
Oh, thank you so much. I can't wait to go to Chesa. It's going to be good, isn't it?
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Get to see.
Because Chesa's got a logical mind as well, like you.
And it'd be nice.
So she'll be like, actually, she will see things that we don't, which is really good. She'll be like, actually, no, Dolly, that could have been that. Or she'll be like, actually, you could be onto something. Like speaking to Chesa, I've spoken to Chesa for quite a while now, and she actually did a deep dive into the duck, didn't she, bless her? So, you know, I think it'll be really, really good if we went out of Chesa. Yeah. That'd be a really good investigation, guys.
Sam Haynes said, I'll send you a pic, no problem.
Oh, thank you so much, Sam. Thank you. If that's your name on socials, we'll be able to find you after this.
Yeah. Or
just find us. We're all over socials.
You guys keep it real, both down to earth.
Thank you.
Relatable.
Thank you.
John just wants linking up.
No, John, I'm not waking him up.
Just put him on the screen for 2 seconds.
No, he's asleep. I can't. No, that's really cool. I'm not doing it. He's asleep. He will wake up in a minute. He will. If not, John, I'll send you a pic.
This year I'll be collecting caps from each of the channels I follow. Got a Beardo one and yours now.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
Claire said, you guys shouldn't question it. To be honest, you are both awesome and love watching and talking to you.
Oh, thank you. It's really weird because when we met Claire and so we met Paul first. So we went out on an investigation with Paul, and Paul come on his own because unfortunately Claire couldn't make it, bless her. And yeah, and it was weird. It was just like, so we met Paul in a certain restaurant, and it was just so weird because he came over to us, he sat down, and we had something to eat anyway. We had something to eat. And it was weird. Like, we just got on. There was no awkward silences. There was no like, oh, like, hi, how are you, kind of thing. It was weird. It was as if we'd known each other for absolutely ages. And we did the investigation with Paul, and it was amazing. And yeah, you'll see, we all look like friends. In the investigation, all of us look like friends. There's no awkwardness at all. And then when we met Claire, we got a
Oh, don't. Yeah, we both got tickets.
parking tickets because we had parked at this place for longer than what we should because me and Claire couldn't shut up. So me and Claire were sitting in a certain restaurant and we were talking, and me and Claire were just literally as if we'd known each other for years, as if we were best friends for years and years and years. And we were just talking, and it was the most weirdest thing ever, weren't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, so we love you guys too. Hopefully we'll do another collab this year, hopefully if we can. But yeah, no, it was just no awkwardness. And it was the same with Real Evidence, really, and Staffordshire Paranormal as well. Like when we met Staffordshire Paranormal, me and Ryan couldn't shut up. We were just like this constantly. But it's the same with Chesa as well, to be fair. I speak to Chesa quite a lot,
And
to be
John,
fair.
we talked to John daily.
Oh, John's daily. Yeah, me and John are like best buddies. Ain't we, John? We're just always talking to each other. I can't wait to go to John and Michael.
I just think John just wants Lincoln. He doesn't care.
I don't think he likes us, no.
He just wants the dog.
Yeah. I can't wait to go to John and Michael though, if we do go, because they investigate so different to us. So it's going to be a really, really interesting investigation if we get to go out with them too. That'll be a very interesting one because we investigate so different to them. So that'll be a good one.
Oh, excuse me. Pomp said, Dollie Ste, aka Paranormal by the Sea. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. A banging 90 minutes plus of fun. Thank you for coming in.
No, thank you for coming in. Honestly, thank you so much, Pomp. Am I saying it right? Is it Pomp?
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
Pomp, yeah.
Thank you so much, Pomp, for coming in. And thank you for your support as always. And good night if you're going now. And enjoy the rest of your week.
Good evening, Exploring the Entity. Hope you're well.
Good evening. How are you? Sorry, guys. Just catching up with chat. It's been a long day. It's been a long night. Claire just said something. She's sending loads of hearts. Who are they going to?
Oh, wonderful meeting you. It was so natural meeting you both.
I know, but the boys weren't happy, Claire, when they got the speeding ticket. The parking fine.
I remember I was at work, and then when we was in the WhatsApp chat, Paul put in the picture.
He was not happy.
You just see Paul sitting there in his car like this, where he's had his ticket.
The funny thing is, right? They take pictures of you when you get when you get parking tickets. There's a picture of Claire pulling the gun. There's a picture of us two in the car, but because we didn't know where we was going, it was a bit confused. And all four of us, as we're leaving, all four of us in the car just looked really like, what's going on? It was just funny though, but it is what it is, guys. And I'm not going to cry over a parking ticket. We all paid it. It's all been paid, but it was funny.
It was funny.
I remember Paul, though, he wasn't happy because he messaged me straight away saying, did you get this? And I went, funny enough, Steve's got a letter. I'm just going to message him to see if I can open it. And then you said, you'll open it. And I was like, it's a parking ticket.
It is what it is.
Do you know what? It's our own fault. We should have looked at the rules and regulations.
He was only like 13 minutes.
No, it was 22 minutes.
No,
That's the annoying part.
But the funny thing is, you can only be there for 2 hours.
Yeah, that was really strange.
You only had a coffee.
That's what I'm saying. Me and Claire got carried away. Then after the investigation, we went out to another restaurant, didn't we? We didn't get a parking ticket. We didn't. But we sat and just had something to eat, didn't we, with them? It's like we had a pre-starter, then we went out and had dinner. It was weird.
Yeah, I'd have thought they didn't get home till about 5, 7 in the morning.
Do you know what? To be fair, I think if we'd have said, do you want to come back to us, I reckon they would. That's the funny thing, because it was so natural meeting them. But it's been like that with everyone. Everyone's so friendly.
Pomp. Oh, it's for Pompey, Portsmouth. Oh, we're going Portsmouth soon.
Yeah.
We've got a really nice place in Portsmouth.
We are. I think as well, like when we do get bigger and we can afford to pay for a big venue and do like a big meetup just to say thank you to everyone, not to be like, oh, we're famous, come and see us, or get autographs or whatever. It's just gonna be, I just want to do like an appreciation meetup. Does that make sense to you guys? I just want to do like an appreciation meetup where we get to meet all you guys face to face and we get to sit down in a venue and we get to have a drink and that. Then you guys get to come on a live investigation with us. And I've always wanted to do that. And I think it would be so good if we could just take you guys out of the screen and you guys come on an investigation with us. But it'll be in a paid venue where it's safe for you guys, because I'd never want to put anybody under that sort
No.
of pressure.
It'd be nice
As
for us
long
to
as
get
it's
something back,
safe.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
To pay for a venue and then have a
and then
few
it's a
people
safe
come
venue
along.
for everybody then, isn't it?
That'd be
Rather
nice.
than going into an abandoned building. But yeah, it'll be so good if you guys can come on a live investigation with us. And it's nice just to meet everybody as well. If no one's ever done an investigation and they, you know, and they really want to, they can safely with us. I'm not sure who people are talking to.
I believe they're just talking amongst themselves.
Someone said that would be awesome. Yeah, 12 hours she was out. Bloody hell. That is crazy, Claire. And I still think, to be fair, if we had another place, I reckon we'd done it. I reckon we would have gone to a third venue.
I think we would have.
Yeah, we would have if we had another venue to go to, but we didn't.
That would be incredible. I'm only in Suffolk, so that's not that far.
Who is?
Angela, Suffolk. That's what, Ipswich sort of way.
Yeah, Suffolk's not far at all. We go to Suffolk quite a lot, actually. Oh, Mystique said, I totally go to the UK, but my travelling days are over. Oh, bless her. I'm sorry to hear about that, Mystique. To be fair, Angela, I don't know whether I've told it where we lived. I'll try and... What's happened?
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
I would try if obviously if this does. I'm talking like this is going to happen, right? We're all getting excited, right? We're all getting excited. Let's all calm down because this may not happen. But if we do get, a bit more established, does that sound good? I don't want to sound like I'm arrogant. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to come across arrogant, but if we do get like more established and we can afford to hire out a big venue, I would ask everyone to put their names forward and where they're from, and then we can kind of meet somewhere where it's not too far for everybody. So I don't want people travelling miles to see us. We're not that popular. Yeah. We're not that famous for people to go travelling, but yeah, it'd be nice. Really would be nice.
Paranormal Buster, are you coming to Pompey for Waymere Manor? I have heard of that place, and I think that is one of the places that I've actually emailed.
Yeah.
But
so
I
just
haven't heard
waiting
anything
for
back.
Because you have to ask for filming permission and stuff like that at these places.
And for costings and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's more the filming permission, isn't it?
Dolly, I don't think you would want me to investigate. Dolly, I don't think you would want me to or investigate with me. Why not? Yeah,
why not?
It's always good to have.
It's always good to have
extra eyes out.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone's got a different opinion, which I respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cheza said she'd buy a passport and fly to meet us if she had to.
Who would?
Cheza.
But Cheza doesn't live abroad, does she?
No, but you can fly from Newcastle down.
Can you?
Oh, don't be stupid. Oh, yeah. I can fly to Scotland if I want. You can fly to any You can fly to any airport.
So why have we never done it then?
Well,
Are you serious?
It'd be quicker to drive. By the time we got in an airplane and done all that, and
how long would it take to fly to Scotland then?
I think Scotland's not. I don't know. I think it's about.
You can't
an
fly
hour.
to Scotland from here.
You can.
Really?
Yeah, you can fly from Plymouth to Scotland. I think it takes an hour or so, or 45 minutes.
I thought you could only get a train that way. Or drive. There you go. I've learnt something new.
Good evening, the evolved Martin. How are you?
Sorry, who am I missing here?
What do you mean? One second,
sorry, I need to sack this man here. I don't know what he's doing.
I've been to Alcatraz. It's absolutely awesome place.
Oh, you're so lucky. I would love to. Did you go on your own? Like, I seriously, I'm not even lying. Like, I want to go on my own. Like, seriously, drop me off in that boat. Leave me there for a couple of days. I'll have a good chat to all the prisoners in there, and then I'll go on the boat. I'm not frightened of that place at all. I mean, it could be a different story when I get there because it's probably very eerie, isn't it? But yeah, I'd love to. I don't even know how much it costs for me to hire it out. It would be. I don't think they'd even hire it out to me unless I'm famous.
It will be.
Get me famous, so I can.
I'd love to go there.
But yeah,
If not, we can personally just go there. It'd be nice.
Actually, exploring the entity. I forgot my name.
Carl.
Carl. How was your experience there? Was it what you expected?
Oh, de-evolved. Cheers, mate. Got busted tonight. Oh, I hope it wasn't the place that we was talking about.
Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Oh no, it's such a shame, isn't it, when that happens?
I'm continuing my driving lessons next month. As soon as I've passed my test, I'm away to meet you both.
Yes, I remember Cheza saying. What's she saying? She passed it?
No, she's going to resume them.
Oh, brilliant.
So that'd be good. And then we can meet somewhere and hopefully...
Good luck. Chez, we can always come to you. I've said this. We can always come to you. It's just finding the time. Steve has football weekends. He works as well. And obviously I've got things to do as well. It's just honestly finding the time. Or we can meet halfway somewhere. It's not a problem. We can pick you up from a station. But I know Chez was talking about some things to do up her way, which really does interest me. So we can always, but I'm just going to wait for the warm months because I am so struggling with this weather. I don't know if anybody else out there suffers from pain and they're struggling with this weather, but I am really struggling with this weather. My hip seems to be playing up a lot more in this weather for some reason.
Do you live near Gateshead, Cheza? Because where we was going to go.
That's it personally.
No, I was only because we were going up that way sort of in May time, weren't we? Because there's football when we go football up.
I ain't going out the way. I don't do football.
Oh, I thought you was going to come and we was going to spend the time in Newcastle.
Oh, we need to talk to Chez about that. We need to talk to Chez about that. No, you are right. We need to, because I was going to come up, weren't I?
Yeah.
To drive you two up there. That's right. We was going to drive up there. Yeah, no. We'll talk to Chez about that actually. And I could, if we can find somewhere to stay, we can stay up there and I can go out with Chez for the day. But yeah, we need to sort that out.
I saw a question from Carl.
It might have been the answer to mine.
No, it's
a question.
Now, here's a question for you. Why don't you see the spirit of a chav? Someone in tracksuit bottoms. They're always a grey lady, soldier, etc.
They're not though. Seriously, I always see a banker. I see a banker in a tall hat with a briefcase. I've never seen. I saw a lady in a wedding dress once.
Can you imagine? Seeing the spirit of someone in like a.
I'd be well scared that I was like they were going to rob me.
Like a Kappa tracksuit from like the 1990s.
I'm like, please don't rob me. Take what you want.
Give me your Nokia 3210.
That's really interesting, Carl. That is really interesting. I like that question. That's really. I don't think anyone's asked us that question.
No.
But yeah, no, that is really interesting. I must admit. But then again, Carl, we could flip that, couldn't we? Because we could say we may have seen that person, but because that person is more familiar to us, because it's more of our era kind of thing, that we ignore that as a spirit. It's like, if you're like walking down the road. Yeah,
some people say they see that person staring at them, don't they?
And then they look around, they're gone. But then they just think, oh, maybe they've gone. But because that person looks more familiar, because they're in our, trying to put this in the right way, they're more recognisable. They're not in Victorian suits, or they're not in, like you say, army. Atia? Is it Atia? I'm trying to be posh. Atia?
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
When someone's in a uniform, but they call it something else, a posh word. Anyway, you know what I mean. But that's what I was saying anyway. I was just like turning it around.
Cheza said, Paranormal by the Sea question, want to do 30 years drive with me?
Do you know what it is, Cheza, right? I'm being serious. I don't know whether I want to do 30 years drive. Has it been overdone? And I've always said, Steve, if we did do 30 years drive, I do have my own, I'm not saying I'm not going to go with you, but you're welcome to join us. We do have this really cool idea that we want to do, and it's a really good experiment that I'm not seeing anybody do. But yeah, we do
have our reservations for that place.
Is it something I want to do? I've got to experience it. Okay, as an investigator, I've got to experience it. But is it something I want to do? Not right now. I just feel like it's overdone. If that makes sense. Does that make sense, Cheza? But yeah, we'll do it with you, no problem. But it's not something I would say, oh my God, yeah, something I really, really want to do. Same with ancient, reset myself. The Ancient Ram Inn. Yes, I'll do it at some point, but I'm not going to go and rush and do it. We did actually go to book it, to be fair. We rang up, we went to do the booking, didn't we? And for some reason, we couldn't do it. And then ever since then, I've not wanted to do it. And I don't know what it was. We couldn't do it. Something happened. We
I
couldn't
can't
do
remember what it was.
I think it was kennels. I don't think there was any space in the kennels or something like that.
There's so many history in Pompey. The forts, Palmerstone, Follies, the Manor, Southsea Castle, HMS Victory, HMS Warrior, the Mary Rose, loads of stuff.
There really is so much stuff out there. It's just like we're trying to be unique. We're trying to have a unique niche. Would you say?
We basically want to visit different, because we're part of a community where we want to do something different.
We don't want to go.
We don't want you watching. So, for example, someone goes to 30 East Drive Friday. The next Saturday, someone goes to 30. We want to make it different for you guys, don't we? So that's why we try to pick different locations.
Yeah, that's it.
Choose different theories, so it's not repetitive for you guys, and so you don't get bored.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think as well. It's just I don't want to be the same as everybody else. You know how unique I like to be, and I don't want to be the same as everybody. So that's why we choose. We try to do abandoned places or empty places. Not ruling out that we are going to go to all these paid locations, because we will go at some point. I mean, I would prefer to go to paid locations just because it's safer, no mold or anything, etc. But I just don't know whether 30 East Drive is too overdone. If it can ever be too overdone. I just think too many people have been there, if that makes sense. But we're never going to say never anyway.
Treasure said it does make sense. 30 East Drive I've done once. But the ancient Ram Inn is now 1,500 for 12 hours.
It can't be. It was 80 quid.
I was quoted £89.
No, 80.
£80.
Or 60 because it was late.
Overnight.
Yeah, I'm sure it was 60 or 80 pounds each.
Yeah, it was each. It was only like 160.
Yeah, because we thought that was cheap, didn't we?
But we was put off because of the single glazed windows.
Yeah, we watched another team go there, and they were saying that they could hear people outside and saying if someone knows you're in there, they tap on.
They muck about.
Yeah. So, and not only that, it was another place that when you search Ancient Ram Inn, loads of people have been there, and I don't know whether you guys would want to see us go there or not.
John Boss says I'm going 30 East Drive in July for free.
How did you manage that one?
Hope you have a good time.
Yeah, have a good time, and we'll watch it as well if you're going to record it. Sorry, everyone, I've got to go. Love you. Got to love you and leave you.
Good night, John. Thank you for popping in.
Good night, John. Thank you so much. I'm sorry Lynx wasn't awake, but he finds us very boring, I think. She's gone to sleep. Well, I'll send you a picture, though. But take care, John, and enjoy the rest of your week.
Oh, Carl just said, I've had a shocker. I've been watching about 15 minutes behind. Sorry if you've replied to me. I've done that before. I've gone into someone's thing and it's just put me back. That's happened to me before.
Just going to catch up with chat, guys.
I was booking in with Ghost Quest and we were supposed to meet up and investigate there, and Ben was quoted 1,500. Wow, that's considerably gone up from when I
really gone up. But could it be because there's a few of them going? I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, we were definitely quoted 80 each. I'm sure it was 80. I'm sure it was. But who knows? Who knows?
But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so we just want to try and do different things from everybody else. And I honestly can't wait to go back to the house with the wardrobe in it. I just feel like it's calling me back, and I want to go on my own as well. I don't know what it is. It's weird. It's like I've got unfinished business there. I can't describe it to you guys. And again, it's only me that's going to have that personal experience because I am there. So I can't, like, even you can't describe it because you don't get a feeling now. Like you said, once your backache went, that was it. You don't have any desire to go back, do you? Whereas, I don't know, I feel like there's unfinished business. It's the most weird. I know it sounds really stupid, but honestly, I just feel like there's unfinished business there. I don't know if any other paranormal investigator has had that before, where they've been somewhere and they felt like they're being called back. It's just weird. I don't know.
Exploring the 80s, he said, what's the exciting news? I missed it.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, that's it. It's your project.
Sorry, Carl. Basically, the exciting news was, so at the moment we just do investigations, but I've been working on my own project for a long time now, but unfortunately circumstances have got in the way of me actually getting them out to everybody. I've just been struggling with mental health issues, and I had a back operation that put me back a bit as well. But long story short, they're all ready to go, and they'll be starting on Wednesday at 9 p.m. First few are quite short. I think they're under 10 minutes long, aren't they? But let me just show you, Carl, if you're still here, the trailer to my new project. Yeah, so if cursed items, possessed dolls, evil dolls, stories about cursed objects, or even like these ghost stories that I've managed to find, I'm trying to find things that no one's really covered and that they're quite old. Yeah, just bringing them back to life, really. So yeah, if that interests you, Wednesday at 9 p.m. As I said, the first few aren't that long because just like establishing myself really and trying to find out where I want to be, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Find out how I want it to go. But yeah, that's what the exciting news was.
Good night, Mystique. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, good night.
And good night to...
Enjoy the rest of your week, Mystique.
Good night, Mike James. Take care.
Good night, Mike James. Enjoy the rest of your week and stay safe. Take care.
Exciting stuff. Hope it goes well for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's just a little
side project that you've been wanting to do for a long time.
Yeah, and I think it just helps as well. Keeps me busy, you know, keeps me focused on something. And the deep dives they're exhausting. There's a lot of work to them. But I tell you what, they're really interesting, honestly. Like Steve said earlier on, he's not interested in all that haunted items and all that. But when he was editing the videos, he found them so interesting.
Although I don't believe in them, the stories are interesting. So whether you believe in the possessed dolls or the possessed objects, the actual story itself is actually interesting.
And I tell you what as well, they some of the stories are quite scary as well.
They are, yeah.
Watch at your own risk kind of thing, because they are a bit, yeah, if you don't like dolls and that, then don't suggest you watch it, because I wouldn't want anyone to get worried about them. But yeah, some of them are really very interesting stories, very interesting. But the dolls one, you were so nervous to edit, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't really
like
dolls.
But that doll on that picture is really cute. The one with the green suit.
What that doll was called.
I know what he's called, but I don't want to say. But yeah, he's really, really cute. I like him.
Have you heard about the doll in my haunted hotel in Chester? I don't think I have. I don't know if you have.
I'm trying to think which one it is. There's so many of them that I've been looking at. I'm just trying to think of which one it is and what story it belongs to. I'm just trying to think.
Is that the one that Chester said, Grace?
Many. There is so many.
I think Chester said Grace.
Is it Grace? Is it a porcelain doll or an actual doll?
Like a raggedy doll. Is it a raggedy doll?
Because honestly, my brain is fried from doing all this research. I haven't specifically gone out to look at what's it called? To deep diving dolls. It's just something that come up when I did cursed objects. A lot of dolls were on there, so I thought I'll make a little series about dolls. But yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of cursed objects out there. Pretty sure it's Grace. Yeah.
You'll have to have a little look at that if you haven't looked at it.
I'm going to have to go through my case files. Is it case files? I guess it is. My deep dive. I'm going to have a look because there's so many out there, honestly. But I've tried to do the ones that, like, some of them I didn't even know about. But yeah, so yeah, guys, I hope the suspense was worth it. But yeah.
Cool tagline, Dolly on Dolls.
It's a bit what do you call it? Oh, what was I trying to say? Let me think. Good night, Roger. Thank you so much for coming in. We really do appreciate it. And good night. Take care and enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Take care, mate.
Thank you. It's ironic, Jamie, that line. It's very ironic, isn't it? That I like to research on dolls, but yeah. But again, I do collect. I've got a doll that I've had that was my nan's doll. So it's been in our family for 40 years. That's it's a strange doll, isn't it? It's not a porcelain doll. It's not a raggedy.
Doll.
It's not a raggedy doll either, is it? It's not like a.
I think there's a picture on the socials of it.
It's in there.
It winds up, doesn't it?
It's either in there or in there. But yeah, it's not a. It looks haunted, but it's not. It's not a. It's a wind-up doll. Let's say it's very, very old. It's foam inside. It's a very, very old doll. It's got like a.
Orange.
What do you knit? Wool. So you know knitting wool. It's got that as hair. Very strange, but yeah, I love her. My little Dolly. Oh, it's Roger's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday,
Happy
Roger.
birthday, Roger. All the best. So yeah, it's getting late, guys, and we have been on for 2 hours now. And yeah, you've got to go for work.
Oh, door's going off on me.
You've got to go out for work as well, haven't you? So
Yeah,
we better let these nice people go to bed because we've kept them up for ages, haven't we?
Well, you have. Keep talking.
But
yeah, we will be dropping an investigation on Sunday at 9 p.m.
that's actually an interesting one, guys, to be fair, isn't it?
We have a bit of a debate in there. Skeptic
argument.
and believer.
An
A bit
argument.
of an argument. But it's a really nice location, really nice hotel. Grand. Looking forward to sharing it with you guys.
Yeah, so don't forget, guys, still going to do live, still going to do investigations every Sunday at 9 p.m, whether it's a live or an investigation. Steve's investigation, we haven't forgot, guys, we are going to plan a new venue because the last venue is that he couldn't do. And don't forget, yeah, so my new, it's under Paranormal by the Sea. I've not got my own channel or anything like that. So it is going to be on this channel, but Steve won't be joining me. It'll just be me on my own. So it's
Solo.
just like Haunted with Dolly kind of thing.
Yeah. Next couple of weeks, we'll be just going to some nice little time capsules that we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, just doing what we've been doing. Yeah,
so every Wednesday, guys, at 9 p.m, it will be my solo projects. I'm going to call it Haunted with Dolly, I guess.
Yeah.
Because then I discuss everything. They're Wednesday at 9 p.m. And then obviously we've got Sunday's investigations at 9 p.m. But yeah, it's been fab. And wow, doesn't time fly when you are having fun. And can I just thank each and every one of you that has come into this chat tonight. Everybody that is watching at home, you are all amazing. Thank you to everybody that's kindly donated or bought memberships or bought merch. And yeah, we just love you all, really. We really do. And we're always overwhelmed with all your support, even your comments, your likes. When we do our investigations, we're just always overwhelmed. So yes, until Wednesday, guys, actually,
yeah, not long. It ain't going to be a week. It's going to be a couple of days in between there.
Yeah, literally, it's every Wednesday, my project, every Sunday I'll be with Steve. So guys, we're just going to leave you with our famous song. And yeah, let's all sing along to our song. And good night, take care, and have a great week, you amazing people. Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Close to the coast, you can feel the breeze. Mindful of ghostly tales washing up on the beach. Dolly is the believer, but Steve don't believe. Together they investigate.
Paranormal by the Sea.
Paranormal by the Sea. Is there really ghosts, or is it all just fantasy? Dolly is on a mission, she has something to prove. Steve is a true skeptic, together they're unmoved. Paranormal by the Sea. Paranormal by the Sea. Paranormal by the Sea. stands her ground, so strong and so brave. Steve, being the skeptic, is so quick to run away. Debunk those jump scare sounds when there is truth all around. If Dolly can't debunk it, she is backed up by Steve. If he can't debunk it, they ask the community. If the community can't debunk it, and they all agree, bringing in the evidence.
Paranormal by the sea.
Paranormal by the sea. Paranormal by the sea.
Paranormal by the sea.
Paranormal by the sea. Is there really ghosts, or is it all just fantasy? Dolly is on a mission, she has something to prove. Steve's a true skeptic, together they're unmoved. Paranormal by the sea. Paranormal by the sea. Paranormal by the sea.